Hello all you lovely people and welcome to another video of mine. As you can see, today we are playing AC Black Flag on the Lenovo Legion Go. I thought let's go back to this game because this is one of those AC titles that I have not played on the Legion Go, and therefore I'm making this video. So what I'm going to do in this video is that it'll be in three parts. The first part is where I will be playing this game with AMD's Fluid Motion Frames turned off. Then I will be playing this game with AMD's Fluid Motion Frames turned on. And lastly, in the third part of this video is where I'll probably do a small little side-by-side comparison between without AFMF2 and with AFMF2 and give you my 2 cents as to how this game's performance is affected by AFMF2. So that's what this video is about. And I'm also going to be sharing all my in-game settings, and I'm going to be sharing the AMD Adrenaline settings as well. So with that said, let's get started, folks. The very first set of settings that I want to show would be the in-game settings. So let's go over to options, let's go over to graphical options, and let's head over to the resolution. So the resolution that I'm playing with is 1200p. And the environment quality has been kept on very high, texture quality has been kept on normal, the anti-aliasing quality has been kept on SMAA. If you want more performance out of this game, then you can actually even try FXAA out. So FXAA is not as demanding as SMAA, and finally the most demanding would be MSAA, which is obviously going to have a negative impact on the game's FPS count. So the sweet balance would be SMAA, but let's go with FXAA. Just to squeeze out that extra performance. The shadow quality has been kept on normal. The reflection quality also has been kept on normal. The motion blur, I don't like motion blur in my game, so I generally tend to keep them off. The ambient occlusion has been kept on SSAO. God rays have obviously been turned on high. Volumetric fog has been turned off, and the VSync is also off. Now with these in-game settings, the kind of performance that I'm able to draw out is around 80 FPS. And this does look good because this is running at 1200p. But obviously, yes, the FXAA is not going to be as good as the SMAA. So what I'm also going to try is probably let's just go down to SMA and try and see if it has a very big impact on the game's performance. If not, then I would probably prefer keeping it on SMAA. Yeah, it definitely looks comparatively better to FXAA. And the performance drop is not significant, so I might as well just keep it on SMAA as far as anti-aliasing goes. Now please note that the resolution that I'm playing with is 1200p, whether it's the Legion Go's display settings from here, Legion Spaces settings, or whether it's the in-game settings. Even the in-game settings have been kept at 1200p. So it's a match. So here we are again. This is 1200p. The driver version that I'm running with is 24.12.1. Of course, that is what this video is about. I mean, I've been making a lot of videos on this particular driver, which released on the 27th of 11, which means November on 2024. And as far as the gaming performance goes and this particular game goes, I am using Radeon Super Resolution instead of integer scaling for this particular game, because I noticed in this particular game, when I choose integer scaling and when I want to play on 1200p, the screen somehow just reduces in size. So integer scaling does not really work with this game, and therefore I would recommend when it comes to Black Flag, choose Radeon's Super Resolution. I've tried this, I've gone back and forth. I don't know, it could be a display issue as well, but yeah, it just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn AMD's Fluid Motion Frames off. You remember that it was giving me around close to 70-75 FPS, yeah? So let's get back into the game and see how this has negatively or positively impacted the game. Yeah, so you would notice that there is a drop immediately. Now I'm not getting those 70 to 75 FPS, I'm getting 47 FPS. So this is what I was talking about, guys. AFMF2 makes a huge difference when it comes to the games. So where I was able to squeeze out 70-75 FPS, I've just been able to do only 42 FPS. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pan the camera around, because the same footage I would use when I turn AFMF on. So I'm just panning the camera around very quickly because I'm going to slow the footage down. And I'm going to play the same footage back with AFMF2 turned on as well. So without AFMF2, I'm squeezing out 43 FPS. So what about turning it on? Let's do exactly that. So again, I'm going to just switch my screen now, and I'm going to turn AFMF2. The search mode has been kept on high. The performance mode has been kept on quality here. So these are my settings. Radeon Super Resolution has been enabled and the sharpen effect has been kept on 100. And as far as anti-lag goes, I've turned it on. I've turned off image sharpening because I'm using Radeon's Super Resolution in particular when it comes to this game. Anti-aliasing method is multi-sampling. So MSAA I've turned from here, but within the game it's SMAA just to squeeze out that extra performance. The morphological anti-aliasing is enabled. The anisotropic filtering has been enabled and it's kept at 2x. The texture filtering quality has been kept on performance, and surface format optimization has been enabled. And yeah, since integer scaling, since I'm not using Radeon image sharpening, I'm not using integer scaling because I'm just using Radeon Super Resolution when it comes to this particular game. So let's get back into the game and see how this positively impacts the game. So the counter takes a little bit of time to synchronize, but here we are. Instead of getting those 45, 40 FPS, I'm now getting 70, 73 FPS. So it sees an immediate boost, guys, and this feels so much smoother. I mean, there's no denying that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pan the camera around because I'm going to use the same footage to show you a comparison as well. But my real world experience of this, because after all, you're watching this video on YouTube, and YouTube obviously compresses the video as well. So I don't know if the camera is really doing justice to what this game looks like in person. But here's my 2 cents. With AFMF2 turned on, this game looks absolutely brilliant, guys. And please note that I'm playing this in 1200p. So at 1200p on a small screen like this looks super sharp, guys. And getting over 60 FPS, close to 70 FPS in some cases, at 1200p for this game is absolutely brilliant. This looks so much better. So much better, guys, with AFMF2. And that's what these software algorithmic boosts can do for your gaming experience. I mean, it's so weird that I never thought that I would experience this game on a small device like the Legion Go. At least I did not have that foresight. I could not see into the future where I saw myself playing this game on a small little handheld PC like this. But here we are in 2024 towards the end of it, and I'm playing this at 1200p and getting over 60 FPS, close to 70 FPS with mostly high settings, as you could see at the start of this video. So even the settings have been turned on to those high settings, and I'm getting a solid performance in this game, guys. So this game runs beautifully with AFMF2 and with Radeon Super Resolution. I don't even have a lot of those aliasing issues. Now, integer scaling, you can try it, but for this game, right, I mean, I found the integer scaling to be over sharp, especially with the foliage, with trees around and all this grass around you. It looks over sharp. And with that over sharpness, the aliasing issues are even highlighted more. So if I was playing this game at even 1200p, I would still be able to see some shimmering around this when I was playing this with integer scaling. I mean, you can try this with integer scaling as well. It just looks way sharper than what it does with Radeon Super Resolution. But if you ask me, since I've played it with both Radeon Super Resolution and integer scaling, I prefer playing this game with Radeon Super Resolution. Some of the other AC titles I've played with integer scaling, and they look great, by the way. So you can check out those videos on my video lists. If you've got something out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button, and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. I do make videos like this on the Legion Go. These are my Let's Play videos on the Legion Go. And apart from this, I also have game reviews. I have gaming news and updates, and unboxing and review of gaming related items or products. And if you want to become a part of my community, all you got to do is just hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help me out financially, well, you can just give me a super thanks or become a part of my community by subscribing to the channel. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm as well. And I thank you in advance for doing that. As far as this video goes, well, it's a wrap for this one. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, happy gaming, and may God bless you all.